Hello, everybody. This is late, and also it's been a long time since I've done a reaction. I feel rusty, but you know what? It's fine. I've been meaning to do this for a while, like for a few days. I was like, oh, probably get this out by Wednesday. For context, if you don't know what day it is, currently as I'm recording, it's Friday night. So Saturday, the new episode's already coming to come out, and that's probably when I'm gonna get to upload this. So yeah, this episode's late, unfortunately. I'm gonna be honest. I thought I would have had enough time to do this on time. I did. Well, no, not on time, but I didn't think this episode was gonna be one of the ones I would react to. To be honest, as the flashback was going on, I was meaning to cover most of it, but it was kind of petering out very steeply, and I feel like, I don't know, like, I enjoy it, but I kind of know what's happening in the flashback, so if people aren't really that curious like I am, then I'm not gonna do the reactions. Well, like, not indefinitely, just more so I was gonna wait until the flashbacks ended. But this is the last one, I'm pretty sure, based on what I understand happens relatively. I obviously haven't seen it. I just, I know from the manga. So, I mean, the whole reason I'm watching this is just so I can see how things are animated. And this is one of the things I really wanted to see animated was, because it's an emotional part. So, some people were, kind of interested. And I was like, all right, I want to react to this. And now it's late. So, that's what I get, I guess, for waiting so long. But we got stuff to look forward to. Probably not next week. I don't think next episode will be something amazing. I want to say no, but I'm not sure. I guess we'll find out. If it is, great. If it's not, whatever. At least this is here. And then I don't know when the next reaction is going to be. That's the whole point. I've waffled enough. It's been 2 minutes. Let's just jump into this. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it's a short title. Oh, okay, that's why. I was gonna say, oh no, it's a short title. What does that mean? 2 years ago. Exact, huh? This is pre-time skip, like right pre-time skip. Is this when she's looking at is this Sabori? No, that is not Sabori. Trying to remember what happens here. Oh, I have no clue. 2 years ago. Yeah, that's way more recent than I would have thought. Huh. Okay. Bro, her powers are so scary. Damn. Yep. I do animation when. Oh my god. Jesus. What? Oh, he is here. Bro, you can't see him? He's right there. His head is massive. Oh, buddy. I don't know. She looks weird here. It's because the lipstick isn't there, but she looks really weird. Sorry. Interesting. Yeah, I was gonna say. Mokomuno. This is so cool. Let's see. That is probably top 3 Luffy moments for me. I'm not kidding, bro. Not that part exactly. When he's slamming him down, like as he's still going, and you see his face. That's the first time in the entire anime where Luffy looked intense to me. I remember that. Oh, dude, it was crazy. I was like, I was like 6 years old, and I looked at that and I was like, oh my god. He's like, Luffy actually looks cool. He's learning. It's a kid's logic, you know. Only from back. Oh, okay. It's cute. Oh, that's why it looks weird. Okay. Such a kid. Okay. Well, actually, here she's. No, she's. Yeah. I was gonna say, is she 12 here? No, it's 10, I think. I've lost track of the timeline. Mm-hmm. Okay. Of course he is. Makes sense now. Hmm. Oh. Is this the first? No, no. Yes. Sorry, he was still human when. Well, not human. Sorry, a buccaneer. He was still a buccaneer when. Yeah, when he met them, and then Luffy was confused because I think, yeah, something had happened. God, it's been a while. Now we can see behind the glasses. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool because we didn't get to see his eyes behind the glasses. Bro, he took it and then some. Yeah, see, in a minute. He said this would knock me unconscious. It did. It did. He passed out. Yeah, of course he does. They're built different from you, bro. Like, I'm not like. Listen, I'm not a Zoro fanboy. Like, I like Zoro, but not that much. But even then, I'm like, bro, that was holy shit. Even to this day, I'm like, that's a feat. It's gonna suck. Oh, it's making me hungry, bro. It's cute. Oh, he must be so happy that she's, like able to live a life outside of like stuck in a church. She's free. That's all he's ever wanted, right? Mm-hmm. Bro, he hit him hard. Yeah. Damn. Oh, dude. He's a religious man, like his brain is. He's like, he's it's getting in his head. He's like, God damn it. Dramatic. It's a good legacy, man. Your dad would be happy. You found Nika. You had a kid, sort of, but you have a kid. You have a kid. Oda's always about adoptive families, right? So you have a kid. You're freezing. Parts a little amigas. He's right. Cool. I like that the characters in One Piece, like Luffy's not a Destiny kind of guy, right? But I like that there are characters that are kind of like they believe in that stuff, and it doesn't change or harm Luffy's character. You know, like Luffy is not inherited will is kind of a weird thing. Like it's different than like Naruto. Naruto, not to spoil it, but he just basically is Destiny's child. Like he just become well, not Beyonce, but you know what I mean. So I do like that. Like Oda kind of makes these characters that believe in that kind of stuff like not impact Luffy's character necessarily. You know, you're the chosen one, and he goes like, "Oh, I don't care." you know, did he just realize this, brother? Of course, this is what they want. Bro, what a thing to say. Am I right? Oh, dude. Um, Protect the ship. Yeah. Well, you're gonna find out at some point. That's, hey man, I'll tell you what. When adults give you that kind of like, and I mean like, middle age, like really full grown adults, but when they give you that kind of like, not maybe that literal or that exaggerated, but when they like believe in you that much, it means something. You don't realize it then, but like older people have seen a lot of things, and if they actually like believe in you and don't just say it, I don't know, man. You gotta take it seriously, Really, really believe in yourself. It's a replica, yeah. I was gonna say it'd be really weird if you could just push it out. That'd be pretty detrimental. Like, hmm. I guess. I guess it is. Maybe. I don't know if he's necessarily troubled others. If anything, others have been troubling him his whole life. All he's ever wanted is to get out of trouble. He never chose to get into trouble. He got fingers pointed at him. People he loved were murdered for no reason, no good reason. Trouble's been in his way his whole life. I think I said this before, but like it's good that he had as many years with her as he did. You know, it's really trying to look at it half full, right, instead of half empty. But they were decently older before things went really bad. I mean, if you really think about it, they had a good amount of time with each other, generally speaking. They just chose a different direction. I'm full. I'm happy, you know? Yeah. And I'm happy with you. I'm full with you, you know? It's very, like, very obvious metaphors, but it still fucking hurts. It still fucking hurts. And this is the best part of the whole thing. Like you think it was the first part, you know, when he had when he had parents or when he had, love of his life. But no, dude, it was the stupid kid. It was the kid. Oh, it was so wholesome. It's like Jesus. I don't know. Everybody's a huge fan of kids, but like, come on. This was. It's like it doesn't matter if she's mad, angry, crying, depressed, scared. It's just being there with him. Just even in the bad times, it was still like it felt good that he had her still. He did say that in the beginning. Bro, the music is just straining my body, like my soul. That's cool. That's really cool. It's like a metaphor for like when he takes the pain, it's like him taking his memories because his memories are pain, dude. His memories are painful. Someone has to take it, you know? Someone has to experience these bad parts, you know? What a cool character. Fake a punk you. He's gonna get to see it, hopefully, soon. He's on his way there to Egghead. We know Nika's there. Get to see his daughter again. Somewhat a happy ending, you know? It's possible. I mean, it's a story, right? Like, he doesn't have his memories, but scientifically you would be done. But, like, because it's a narrative, at least you could say, like, part of his soul still wants to run to Nika and run to his daughter, and to the people he loves, and will still feel something, Run, Forrest. Run. I wonder if Oda did take inspiration from. There is a very like Forrest Gump moment, you know. Sorry for anyone who hasn't seen the movie, but I'm sure you understand the premise behind them. Like it is very actually, like, scarily similar. Like clear inspiration. almost Bleach-esque. You know, the music. What is it? Precipice of, oh, what's the track called in Bleach? Precipice of defeat? Precipice of something. It's not exactly the same. It means a lot to him, man. It's the last thing he'll probably ever remember, right? It's good. Vegapunk, understands. You know, he understands how important it is to, say the right words at the end. Oh, that's so well done, dude. Oh, it's cool. Oh, now he's a robot. It's kind of cool that Vegapump goes down to his knees when he puts it down. It's almost like he's repenting in a way, not to get too religious, but I mean, he literally holds a Bible. Happy 10th birthday. God damn it. That was very good. That was very good. And that's why we watched the anime. And that is why we watched the anime. That was very cool, dude. I enjoyed that very much. That's a very good episode. That was so good, dude. Oh. See, I'm very much a how do I put it? Like, I think One Piece is a weird show because it's not like other it's not like other anime, okay? Like I've seen many anime in my life, and I feel like there's always kind of a aspect of like what to kind of pitch it as, and One Piece is obviously a lot, but One Piece has always been like a cool medium now that I feel like it's been a good choice to make it, in terms of the anime, something that like people can creatively express with in their own kind of like interpretation of how they view things, because I think Oda is very good at giving substance. I almost compare it to comic books because it's so long, right? And there's so many profound moments in One Piece that it does feel like a comic book. It doesn't feel like a manga as much, And if you know anything about comic books, many authors and artists have like, obviously there's only one author for One Piece, which is perfect because you keep it the way it is, right? Like you keep it consistent and no one has to worry like, oh, is this thing gonna get retconned? Oda has done retcons maybe once or twice. I feel like it depends on what you define as a retcon. Some people argue, no, it was all planned. It's like, well, I don't know. But the artist part is very cool, right? Obviously he illustrates all of them in the manga, but in the anime it's very cool because you get to have different illustrations and these interpretations now, which I think is a perfect choice for at least One Piece's legacy. I know there's the follow-up that's happening where One Piece is going to get a remake, but at the very least, like, the story is far from over. As crazy as it is, the story is far from over. And I think moments like this, I keep thinking on it, like, man, ever since, like, obviously they've had points before where animation has changed, but ever since Wano, like, the choice they've had, well, actually, technically before Wano, because Katakuri versus Luffy, they had some really cool parts, and also, well, I don't know about all parts of Whole Cake, not really, but, since Katakuri versus Luffy, like, once you stepped into Wano, you're like, oh my goodness. And having these animators like really come in almost like illustrators, in a comic book is very cool, because the imagery is like, I mean, you read in the manga, great, but you see it in the screen and you're like, oh dude, this is amazing, it's so cool. But I'm sure Oda has some clear directions for things, but dude, it's just great. It's fantastic. I mean, I love it. It's unfortunate that you can't do this every episode. And I mean, do I need it to be every episode? No, I don't, to be honest. Like, I feel like this is where we go into, again, Oda's pacing, blah, blah, blah. You've all heard it before. But I think the imagery in this one is just so powerful. Like, because he's saying all the memories are like sort of disappearing, but then in the end, his daughter's hand is the one that doesn't disappear. It's his hand because he's losing his memories and his daughter is living on. And you're like, bitch. You're like, you motherfuckers. You're so good at this. It's like, oh, and that's the thing. Is like, you can be pretentious like me and have to narrate everything and just explain it. It's like, bro, I figured that out. I'm not an idiot. But that's what's good about the animation, is that everyone can understand it. And if you don't, it doesn't break the impact of it. You know, like, it still feels powerful. That's why I think the animators did an amazing job with this. So anyways, I'm going to stop gushing. But let me know down below what your favorite part of this episode was. Obviously, it's probably the memory scene. Let's be honest, it probably is. But I'm curious, like, what, like, maybe, like, frames of it. Not frame. Like, I don't want you to be like, timestamp 12:36 was actually my favorite part. My favorite frame of the episode. I don't care. More like, you know, like, what cool visual point of this episode was your favorite? Because there's a few here that I'm looking at and I'm like, yeah, damn. Damn, bro. Damn. Like, it's one thing, I think everyone looks at the fights and always goes like, damn, it's animated so amazingly. And it is. It is. Like, it's some of the best animation I've seen in anime. But at the same time, it's the choices. And I think that's what's cool here, is that you're seeing a lot of narrative choices that they've made clearly to be like, oh, I'm going to have it, you know, look like this as we're flowing through things. And I think that makes it very very encapsulating, you know, of how you want to feel. I just don't know how to explain. Like, you want to feel, and everyone's telling you a sad story in their own way. That's what it feels like, you know. Like, everyone's trying to tell you this tragedy. All these anime, like the choice that the animator's having to like try and explain to you in different ways is very cool. But yeah, I again don't know if next week is going to be an episode. And by next week, I mean, for me, it's tomorrow. For you guys, it'll be the day I upload this. I don't know if it's going to be an episode that I will react to, because I don't know if it's going to cook. I believe there's going to be a little bit of a gap, just a tiny bit, maybe like 1 episode or 2 of a gap. I also, sometimes the anime takes breaks and I'm not aware of it. And I'm like, oh, there's not an episode today, and then I don't upload anything. So you guys will figure it out for yourselves. It'll show up in the feed. Hopefully, if it doesn't, please hit the bell icon. If it still doesn't, I don't know. That's YouTube's thing. But the best I can tell you is to do that. And yeah, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Sorry about that. But at the very least, I will be uploading it whenever it makes sense. So if you guys are looking forward to it and you like One Piece, like and subscribe, man. It's literally how I tell if I should keep going for at least until the next moment, right? You know, like I will skip over more like mundane stuff, obviously, but you know, this is part of the reason why the flashback, I didn't react to all of it. Like, I reacted to basically all of it, but like I missed pieces because of this. I just feel like if the pacing of things is petering down, like at a really steep decline, then people don't want to see it. I'm just gonna, you know, take it as your form of communicating to me, and that can be through views or through likes. So you know, I kind of know where the line is on that, but yeah, feel free to communicate it with me, and I'll see you guys in the next reaction. Hope you guys have a good one. Until then, take care, peace, and good.